So in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step procedure to recreate the same off-canvas menu that you see here. It's going to be a slide in like this. You will be able to customize everything inside here, all the widgets, and also the animations that you can trigger when you open the menu, and of course the whole design. As you see here, I have created a pretty modern and good-looking design with a menu that stands out like if it was a little bit on 3D. And I'm also going to show you how you can insert a drop-down, which is not something very intuitive. So I'm going to show you how you can do it exactly as you see here now in the screen. So let me go and start from a already created header. By the way, if you do not know how to create a header, a responsive and optimized header and footer using Elementor, I invite you to go and watch my full 6 hours tutorial on how to create a WordPress website using Elementor Pro in 2025. It is a full guide, step by step, and in that guide I'm going to show you also how to create a header like this one, step by step, and how to optimize it for mobile. So in this case, we're just going to focus on the off-canvas. I've selected my header. Let's go and select my main container here, my header container, and we go and click on the off-canvas widget. In order to be able to use this widget, you need to have an Elementor Pro license active. I'm going to show you here in the description down below. You see that there is my affiliate link in the case that you need to upgrade or just buy Elementor Pro. And if you want to go and click and check it out, you see that if you want to use this widget, you need to have at least the Essential Pro license. In fact, here you see that you have the off-canvas widget, which is the widget that we're going to use. And this widget is going to be more optimized even for SEO. So let me go and check it out here. I'm going just to select my container. I'm going to search for the off-canvas as I was doing, and I'm going to click on the off-canvas. And as you can see here, there is a new widget which is invisible. I'm just going to turn off the editing mode here, and this is the widget that has been added. You see, it is just a simple a simple widget. It is invisible from the front end, so if you go here and have a preview, you see that there is nothing being added, but in the back end you will see it. You can click on it and you will be able to enable the editing mode and start adding some content. This is a better solution provided by Elementor. Instead of using pop-ups to create your mobile menus, you should use off-canvas, because not only you can see them immediately when you are editing them right here in the header screen, for example, but you can also optimize it better for SEO. They're going to be more readable, and yes, search engines can be informed about your mobile menus in a better way, in a more optimized way. So let's build it in a very, very well way right now. As you can see, the first thing here that you can enable when you have your off-canvas is the editing mode, which means that you can see the actual off-canvas, the panel that is going to slide in and to show the content of your navigation menu. You can insert inside here whatever you want. As you can see here, I have my logo, I have a menu with a drop-down, and I have some social media icons. But you can add some buttons or whatever other widgets you want to insert down here. Then you have a name. I suggest you here to use a speaking name that you can retrieve easy after. So in my case, it will be mobile off-canvas menu. Okay, so that I remember that this is going to be the menu that I'm going to trigger also later on. I can choose a different positioning if I want. You see here, I can place it to the center, to the left, or to the right. We're using this design, we're going to place it to the center, but we're going to do it later on during the video. So let's just start by the end here. We place it on the right, and the vertical positioning works only if you're assigning a custom height, for example, you see, and doing like this, you can play around with also the vertical position. As you can also not only insert down here a menu, but also a call to action or a subscription box or whatever you want. You can also easily use the same off-canvas structure if you want to, not only to display a menu, but any other kind of content, of course. But in our example, we're just going to optimize it to display a menu for your mobile devices. The width also, you can go and place it as you wish. I will leave it like this, default. And the height here, you can also choose fit to content if you prefer. In my case, I will leave it custom, and I will leave it like this. Okay. Now you also see that you have some settings down here, which means that you can add some more functionalities, like for example the animation. If you see here in our example, there is a subtle fade in and fade out animation, very subtle, you see, and we can place it here as we wish. Let's see how it works. You can go and fade in, for example, and fade out. And if you want to test it out, you just need to go back to the layout tab, and you go and you see This is quite slow, so you want to scroll down to the settings and make it, instead of 1.5, just go 0.3. This is gonna work better. If you go back here and you test it out right now, it's gonna work perfectly. Then what do we have? We have in the settings tab also the fact that we can choose how we want the user to interact. Interactions, I strongly recommend you to leave these two disabled, because this is a best practice for also accessibility. So let's leave them disabled. And I suggest you instead to disable page scrolling. Like this, the user won't be able to scroll, as you see here, when the slide-in panel is active, and the content will stay just still like this, which is better. The HTML tag, just leave it on div, which is good. And we're going now to add the style. When we go to the style tab, we see that we can add a background type, border radius, border type, and then we can also work on the overlay. We can remove it, or we can leave it and change make it gradient, add an image, or make it, for example, with a global color like we have here. In my full 6 hours tutorial, I'll show you how to create a global system to design your website perfectly with Elementor in 2025. So if you want to check it out, is in the description box, the link. And yes, this could work fine for me. We go now to the background. We will add a border radius of 20 pixels. And we will also add a border type. It's going to be a solid one and about 5 pixels. We're also going to change the color of the border, which is going to be the accent number 2. Oh, sorry, now not the background, but the border here. Okay, accent number 2. Okay, and you can play around also with box shadow and whatever you prefer. Now, for now, we'll leave it like this, and we'll start adding some content. We click on the add element here, and we will add a site logo. We will then place the style here with a specific pixel width, which is going to be 150 pixels. Okay, then we will going to add the menu. Be sure to use the standard WordPress menu widget, which is this one, which is very, very well optimized, and it works fine when you use it inside the Off-Canvas widget. This menu is already well optimized also for mobile and for for SEO. So let's leave it like this. We're just going to change a few things in the content tab, and then we're going to style it as we wish. Now here I can change the name if I want to, but most of all I need to change the layout. In my case, I do not need it horizontally, you see here, which is a little bit weird. And if I choose vertical, in the eventuality that I'm using a drop-down, it won't work perfectly. You see here, there is a problem because the drop-down, it is not working, it is not showing up. How do you do if you have a drop-down and you want this menu to display correctly? You just need to go here and go and choose drop-down. In this case, you just need to go scroll down and toggle button. Instead of using the hamburger, you choose none, so that you see that your menu is going to be displayed correctly and your drop-down menu is going to work perfectly. Now we just need to go and style it. So we decide if you want to choose to align the center to the center of the text, if you want. If you want, the toggle button, we do not want it. And all the rest, we just leave it like this. You see, this won't work. Okay, let's go to the style tab now. We're going to choose that on hover. Okay, on normal, we just need to assign a default color to our text and also a default background color. In this case, I want all the color to be transparent here. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on hover, transparent, so that when I hover the elements, you see that there's no more that ugly background. I'm going to use the same color here. Oh, no, so let's actually change the color when I over with the mouse here. Perfect. And the same here with the active items. I go like this and I place this to transparent. Okay. Now I need to go back to normal and choose a specific typography. Make it a little bit more visible. Like this is going to work fine. And I'm going to also increase the vertical padding to 20 pixels. Okay. This is beautiful. As you can see, it's already looking good for me. And yeah, this is pretty good. Sometimes there could be a glitch like this one, but it can be resolved with a simple CSS code. I will provide you a CSS code to avoid this background here, which is a little bit annoying. We just need to go to the Advanced tab. We scroll down until we find CSS, Custom CSS, and we copy and paste the code that I will provide you down in the content section below. In the comment section, not in the description box, sorry. You see here that now it is working fine. There's no more problems. Okay, perfect. Let's publish now, okay? And let's go and add a few more elements. Just for example, social media icons. You can add some buttons or whatever you want here. Social media. Oh, why is it not working? I'm searching for social media. Okay, social icons. There they are. And I'm going to place them center like this. And yeah, I'm going to leave it like this. Let's add a few more spacing here. Just select the container. If you do not see stuff, you just need to open the structure. You see that we have our off canvas here, that we have our container inside. And where we select our container, we can go to the advanced tab. We can go and unlink here the values, choose rem, and then go and place the padding top to 3 pixels, same to the bottom. And on the right and left, if you want, you can place it 2 pixels, 2 rem. Okay, this is good. Let's publish now, and let's have last thing, which is very important. We need now to add a close button. We need this button to be able to close the off canvas. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck here with the off canvas open. So to do this thing here, we need to go and add an icon. This is going to be our icon. We're going to place it, for example, at the end here. No, don't worry, you can place it actually whatever you want. We're going to change the icon using the bars. Sorry, not the bars, but the times in this case. You can choose whatever icon fits well for you. You can also upload a custom icon if you want. And then we can also go and choose the dynamic tags. We scroll down here and we choose the off canvas. In this case, we go here in the settings and we see that in this case, we can make this icon close the off canvas, which is exactly what we wanted. We just need to select the off canvas that we want to close. In this case, it's the mobile off canvas menu. And then we go and style it. So we can place it on the right, for example. We can go and change the color, accent number 1, or maybe something more light like this. We can change the size. Let's do 25 pixels. And when we go to the advanced tab, we can actually place it on the upper right corner of the canvas. To do so, we just need to scroll until we find the positioning. We select absolute, and then we select 10 pixels here and 10 pixels here, and we place it to the right. Okay, maybe something, okay, 10 pixels. Okay, this looks fine. Let's have a quick preview. Okay, this is actually great. And when we close it, you see that now it is working perfectly. Okay. Now, in order to be able to open that specific off canvas, you see that in the header, there is no elements that triggers the off canvas. The header is just a simple header. And when we are on tablet, we have a preview here. We won't see anything, you see. And so let's optimize it a little bit. Let's make this logo here on the advanced tab grow, so that we are sure to have our elements correctly aligned. And let's add now a new icon that will trigger the off canvas. So it's going to be like this one, for example. You see the bars icon that will trigger the menu. To do so, we just need to add a new icon. Okay. We place it after the buttons here. Okay. And we're going to style it, but before we're going to change it. So let's go and choose bars in this case. This is the correct one. Insert. We're going to add a dynamic tag here. The same thing as before. We go and select the off canvas in the actions. We go to the settings and we make the off canvas open in this case. Okay. We select the mobile off canvas menu. Perfect. And in case you are asking yourself what this toggle means, the toggles mean that you can assign both the functionalities, the open and close functionalities, to a specific element. In fact, here, if I select toggle, I would be able to open and then close again the off canvas by clicking on the same element. In my case, I just need the open functionality, so I'll leave it like this. Be sure here to select your off canvas that you want to trigger. And let's go and style this element. Primary color is going to be the text base. I'm going to use a specific size of 25 pixels. And I also am going to make sure that the element is correctly aligned. Let me check it here. Okay, this looks correctly aligned. So now that we have our bars in place, let's go and test them out. We click here and we see that this is working perfectly. Okay. Okay, now that our menu is working fine, let's go and optimize the way that we are going to see it on different devices. For example, here we just need this button here to be shown on tablet and on mobile portrait, because we've hidden the other menu, the standard one. So we go here and this trigger here, we go to the advanced tab and we make sure to make the responsive settings to hide it on desktop and hide it on laptop. Like this, when we are on laptop, for example, you see that this element is not going to be visible. So we have the standard menu here, which works fine. And when we switch back to tablet, we're going to have the beautiful menu like this, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, now if we want to continue styling, we just need to go and make sure to yes, take all the advantage of this beautiful design. So we're going to place the menu to the center. To do so, we go to the off-canvas, we open here our structure, we select the off-canvas, and we make sure to place it to the center. If you're using the off-canvas also on desktop, you make sure to select the viewport that is connected. But in our case, since we're going to use it only on tablet and mobile, we just go and edit the tablet view. So we go on tablet, we make sure to make it to the center, and we also make sure to vertically center the element. Now we're going to add a few padding elements, a few padding units to the top and to the bottom. To do so, we just switch here to percentage, and we make it 90%. Okay. If you want to make it stretch also for and occupy all the portion of your tablets, you can go in percentage here, and you can make it 90%. And it's going to be beautiful. Wow, a beautiful full width menu like this one. You can test it out like this, switching off and on, or you can simply go in here and have a quick preview, and this looks gorgeous. Wow, beautiful. Okay, let's go and check it out from mobile. We go here on the mobile portrait, we go and have a preview, and it works perfectly. This is awesome. So now don't worry if you see this, you see there's double here, because this is just a caching problem, because in the front end it won't be shown. Let's go and publish our menu, and let's go and make a quick test here on the front end. Okay, let's inspect. Okay, let's make a quick test here, and voila, the menu is working perfectly. You see? We have our drop down, which works perfectly. We have our different menu voices. We have the logo, and everything is perfectly optimized also for SEO and for navigation. So this is great. If you want to change your drop down icon here, you just need to go here to the container. Let's open the structure here. Let's select the off-canvas. And once we are inside here, we select our menu, WordPress menu widget. Be careful here to select the same as me. And we're going to choose the submenu indicator. And you see here that you have a few different options. You can also go and upload your own icons as always. We go and click on publish now. And we're going to have a beautiful new set of icons, a beautiful new icon to indicate our dropdown. Beautiful. Let me know what you think about this method in the comment section below. At the moment, this is the technique that I'm using on all my WordPress and Elementor websites, and I think it's the most optimized way to show your off-canvas menus on mobile. If you liked the video, thanks in advance if you want to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My name is Pascal, and I love doing tutorials about WordPress and Elementor. So if you like this kind of content, I will leave you here 2 videos that you can watch if you want to stay with me. And one of these videos, it would be the 6-hour full tutorial about how to create a WordPress website with Elementor in 2025. Hope to see you there, and I wish you all the best with WordPress and Elementor. Ciao, ciao!